Hello YouTube, it's Sean from the Bumpy Games Room here, back with another pickup video. Man, September already, 2021. Where has this year gone, guys? Absolutely crazy. So today, in the background, we have Turtles and the Hyperstone Heist. Hyperstone Heist, I always get that wrong. Hyperstone Heist, not Hyperstone Heist. Absolutely brilliant, nostalgic game. I remember playing this so much back in the arcades when I was a kid. And I've really gotten back into it recently, playing it on the Nomad. Really enjoying it, guys. Absolutely great game. If you've got it in your collection, it's a bit pricey. If you haven't, emulators out there and things like that, guys. Or cartridge only is about 25-30 quid. Such a great game, guys. I cannot recommend this enough. Yeah, so absolutely brilliant. And hopefully, yeah, it has got demo mode. I didn't check that out before. So, guys, we're going to get straight into it. This is also, sorry, before I get straight into it, this is a pre-haircut video. I'm due to get my haircut later today. So, yeah, just can't do anything with it. Absolutely crazy. Grows so quick, so thick, can't sort of brush it or anything. So, quick haircut this morning for a few meetings, and then we're good for the day and for the next 6 months probably before I get around to another haircut. Seems to take me forever. But anyway, I've got a mixed bag of pickups here. I've got some Snes, I've got some PS2, I've got some Sega Saturn. Some Sega Saturn, one thing I've really been after for a long time. Obviously some Megadrive and some PlayStation 1, which I can't see. There it is, PlayStation 1. So, first thing, obviously, just snuck into the screen there. A kind donation from my business partner, Jimmy. And that is a Namco light gun. I was listing some PlayStation 3 stuff for his son, who no longer wants it, on eBay. Took a few pictures, listed them. He found this in the drawer as well. You know, they only go for 3 or 4 quid on eBay, so you know, just have it. So anyway, yeah, great stuff. From 1996, Namco official gun. I think these are the ones that came with the Time Crisis box sets and things like that. Sorry, the light is really funny in here as well because it's early morning. So yeah, trying to sort of get the lighting right in here is still something I'm trying to play around with. Also, it's a different camera angle because in the coming videos there's going to be something up here. I'll leave that to you to think about what it is. There's a big box right here. It's arrived. It's in quarantine. So anyway. So yeah, thanks for the light gun, Jimmy. Really appreciate that, and I hope the PlayStation 3 sells well for you. So anyway, I was also then donated 3 games by my good friend Rob. Rob, who joins me on the Top Trumps episodes, who is well, by the way, and we have another one in the pipeline, which will be a live broadcast. So we'll be broadcasting an episode live. I think it's going to be on the 1st of October, which I think is a Friday. But anyway, I'll pop a link in once we know what we're doing. But we're also going to be joined by another friend of ours, Dale. Dale was recently started up on Twitch, and I'll put a link to his channel here. He does a lot of live streams. I think it's Kings_2. Sorry if I've got that wrong, Dale, but you'll have plenty of time during our Top Trumps video to totally drop in links to your channel and just basically become a bit of a walking billboard for your Twitch stream. But Dale's a lovely guy, also does it with one of his close friends, Al. They have great chemistry. If you love watching people play sort of live streams via Twitch, Boo, the competitor to YouTube, yeah, head over there. I've watched a few of their streams, obviously as being their friends and stuff, but they have actually got a really good sort of camaraderie on screen and chemistry, and they work really well together. So check them out for sure. But you'll meet Dale in the upcoming videos anyway, and I'm sure he'll ram it down your throat about their channel constantly. But really nice guy, one of my younger brother's best friends. So I love to sort of, you know, support Dale and help him as much as I can. So make sure to check out his channel. Went way off topic there, but anyway, yeah, so I was gifted some games by Rob, and they are here. 3 games. One of them is, on the PlayStation 2, is 007 Agent Under Fire, which is fully boxed. This is supposed to be a really good game. I've played this a few times. I've watched a few screenshots. Man, a few videos, screenshots. On this game. It looks really good. Obviously a big fan of GoldenEye, so I'm really looking forward to getting into playing this at some point. I think it's 2-player as well, 1 or 2 players, so maybe Rob and I can do some stuff on this, but yeah, we're going to give that a go for sure. The next one is a game I've already got, Rob, down here, but you lucked out because your one is fully boxed, and that's Destroy All Humans. I think the other one is fully boxed, but it's in really bad condition, so this is absolutely perfect, Rob. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely fully boxed, really, really good condition. This looks like it's never been played, so I'm really, really eager to get into this game. Destroy Humans looks like a really, really quirky game, so I'm really looking forward to giving that a go. It's one player, so it'll just be myself playing that. And the next one is the classic that I played on the GameCube a fair few times when I was younger with my friend Morrison. Morrison. Oh man, Marcus Morrison's his full name, from the Falklands. Great days back at Chichester College, and that is Simpsons Hit and Run on the PlayStation 2. Absolutely brilliant game. I used to love this. Basically a rip-off version of Crazy Taxi with the Simpsons characters. I'm a big fan of the Simpsons licensed games. Simpsons Wrestling is a game that I'm hoping to be covering very, very soon on my channel. Yeah, this is a great addition. So Rob, thank you so much, my friend, for this. Really, really appreciate these games. 3 games. I gave him a PlayStation 2 because, funnily enough, Dale's involved in this video as well. But next year we have a video planned. It should be really good fun to make, and we're all currently working on stuff for it. So it's going to be a great laugh to do. Yeah, I gave Rob a PlayStation 2, which I had coming in a bundle, and just said, mate, you can have it if you want. And he gave me these games. So effectively he's bought the PlayStation off me, but yeah, really, really kind, Rob, because especially this game here, and this game for sure, I mean, I've already got this one, but these 2 games in particular are games that I really want to get into again, so you couldn't have picked better, my friend. And obviously Destroy Humans as well. It's a great addition and a game I really want to get into and play. So yeah, really, really appreciate those, Rob and Jimmy. Thank you for the kind donations. So let's start off. I've got another CRT, guys. Another CRT TV. It's a Bush TV, and it's pretty big. It's great size for the office. I'll put some pictures in here so you can see it, along with some specs for it. I think it's a 20. I don't know. It'll be on the label thing. It's bigger than this one, but I've decided to keep this one because obviously it's got the tape deck in it, and I went into all that in the last video about why it's great to have the tape deck and things like that. So really, really happy to have that. But yeah, I got this thing over here. It's absolutely great. Rob and I have played. He came over for the first games night at the new house, and we played the game that I'm going to cover in a minute for the Sega Saturn. We had a great time using this TV. It actually turned up on that day. But I got a bundle with a PlayStation 1 and some light guns. So I've actually got another. I don't think I've got the other one out, but I've actually got 3 of these guns now because obviously Jimmy's gifted me one. But I've got another 2 and another one right at the bottom of my controller sort of storage case down there. So it came with 2 light guns, a full PlayStation 1 console, which I believe I still have over here. Yeah, PlayStation 1 with memory card, so off screen here. So all the hookups and stuff and the controller, which is nice actually because you don't often get the bundles with these controllers for these systems. And the one I have is actually one of these, so my one's here. So my one's here, but I've got this one. But you don't often get these controllers. The other day, always the way, isn't it? Really fancy playing NHL Fox Sport, and it's in there from when I recorded my review like 2 years ago. Anyway, gosh, I was looking for that. Anyway, so anyone needs a PlayStation 1, let me know. Sorry, he's off screen again. Very unprofessional. Actually, the light's not too bad here, is it? It's not too bad. I think I might try and, which is going to be handy for whatever comes here later. So, yeah. I got this PlayStation 1 bundle coming off script massively, and it came with a great bundle of games. The TV, obviously, and it was local, so I could go pick it up. All sort of ticks. So the first game it came with is Area 51, a game I have no idea about. It's just in the little sleeve. Not even looked at any gameplay for it at all. No idea what it's like. No idea how it plays or anything. But well, I'm sure it'll be fun. It looks pretty decent from the front, from the manual anyway. The next game I know I love. I played this so many times in the arcade. Absolute classic in my opinion. And I know we use that term classic so much on my channel. But that is Time Crisis, and I'm sure you'll all believe an absolute epic title. The platinum labels don't bother me whatsoever. I'll happily pick a game up if it's a platinum. No issues there whatsoever. Time Crisis with the foot pedal that you used to have to press to jump up behind stuff. Such a classic game. I'm going to have to do a box upgrade on this because one of the teeth, some of the teeth on this disc are broken, which means it just falls out as it did there. But yeah, really, really happy to get this in, and really, really can't wait to start using the light guns with this. Looking at it, I thought it'd be 2-player, but it's only 1 player. I think you can hook the PlayStations up though. I'm going to leave that. I'm not 100% sure. Next one, so we may as well cover the second one. So guess what that one is? I think it's the second one anyway. Time Crisis Project Titan. Again, a one-player game. So a quick look there. Another platinum, and yeah, this is fully boxed as well. The manual, and there we go. I've actually had 2 PlayStation 1 games coming in another bundle that I'm not going to be keeping, so I'll be moving those on, and I'll just do a quick box upgrade on these 2. But I'm really happy to get these Time Crisis games in. I think, from memory, just working stuff out in my head now, I think this lot's cost me 70 quid. It's cost me 70 quid with a TV included and a console that I'm going to sell. Yeah, so I'm sort of thinking it's about 70 quid. Next one is Star Wars Episode Jedi Power Battles. Never played it, never heard of it, but I will give it a go. Every game that comes into the collection, I will, because I like to keep the games that are important to me and sort of form my gaming past, I'll give this one a go. And if I like it, great. If not, I'll move it on. But it does look interesting. I've got to admit, over the past sort of 10 years, I've really gotten into the Star Wars franchise. Was into it before, but not in a major way. And this is just cartridge disc, man. I'm so out of practice on this stuff, it's unreal. It looks quite good actually. Looks like a 3D sort of platform beat 'em up, sort of cross action adventure game. I've probably covered about 5 different genres there, but anyway, looks really good. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, keen to get into that one. And the next 2 I'm going to show you together because they're absolute classics. This one is fully boxed as well. Number 2 is fully boxed in here, but number 1 isn't, as I had the manual out for some reason the other day. They're so colourful, so vibrant. I love these games to death, and they're what the light guns were invented for, apart from Time Crisis. And I will kill the suspense, and that is Point Blank 1 and 2. Absolutely brilliant games, and these games alone would probably have cost me about 60 quid all in. And to see them in a bundle with the TV and a console and, you know, the Time Crisis games that I didn't have for the collection. I mean, the PlayStation 1 collection is coming on really well. I've got some really good titles, which you can't even see actually because of the camera angle, but it is coming on well. I'd rather you see the Megadrive stuff and the Saturn and Nintendo stuff behind me here. Yeah, it's coming on really well. I've got a really good little setup now happening with the PlayStation. And to add these games in, I was always going to do it because they're just absolute classics. I got obviously a console and a controller. I've kept 2 of the controllers actually. That one was a spare one, so I've got another 2 controllers which are all the same colour. Really happy with that pickup. I could not be happier. So, where should we go next? Let's go for PlayStation 2 because I thought I had 3. No, obviously I don't. Okay. The video that's going to be coming that I'm speaking about is I did touch on it actually last video with it's actually come out the console now because we've decided to change game. We were going to be covering this game, which is SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Great wrestling game, nothing against it, but yeah, the ones that I had memories of being really decent was this one here, and that is WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2006, and this unfortunately is going back, but I have got a replacement. I'm hoping the seller's just going to say, look mate, just keep it, it was 4 quid, because I actually paid cash for this game, but it also came with another one, and that is this one. So I got these 2 together and they were like 7 quid I think posted, which wasn't great, it wasn't bad, but anyway, the problem is why this is going back, and a shame because it actually has the free Super Trump card inside, and it's got everything. It's absolutely beautifully boxed, this. It's absolutely amazing condition. And you know, I'm never going to use these trump cards, but it's nice to have it, you know what I mean? It's fully boxed, so but it's got to go back because the disc, I managed to turn it on and play a few games, but you can't, maybe you'll see it, the disc is like, there's scratches all over. Actually you can see it there, there's scratches all over it, and literally you can't use half the stuff. So when you create a wrestler, you can't actually load up the screen to modify their moveset, you can't do their entrance, you can't, literally it's painful watching it load. So, and I've got 2 PlayStations here. I've obviously got the fully boxed one down here, and I've also got Ed's old one. So I tried both of them and it was struggling on both parts. So I said to the seller, look mate, can you just refund me and I'll send them back. So I'm hoping he's just going to say keep them because one, this is fully boxed, and the one I've ordered as a replacement isn't fully boxed. I could have got disc only, but I always think the disc only is that you take a real chance of them being exactly the same because obviously they haven't got a box to sort of, you know, protect them. But yeah, so I'm hoping the seller is going to say, you know what, just keep it, it's fine, £7, or just say, look, I'm happy to send a partial payment, but I need a partial refund. So I'll let you know about this, but it's in fantastic condition apart from that. Absolutely brilliant game. What makes this game so much better than, not so much better than Here Comes the Pain? Well, I'll tell you what, Here Comes the Pain is great, but the creation zone isn't that intuitive. It isn't. The story mode in this is a lot more in depth, and also the legend wrestlers on this is really good. You've got a talent pool of absolutely brilliant unlockable wrestlers on this. I mean, Bret Hart's on this as well. I think the British Bulldog's on this as an unlockable. I can't remember, but I played this a lot. Funnily enough, on the Xbox 360 with my younger brother when he was still around. And yeah, we had great fun on this game. So this is going to be forming a game series down the line that we are going to be doing a video for. Who knows what's going to happen? All will be revealed next year. So anyway, I picked up both these. This one hasn't really gotten a look in. It's actually pretty decent, this. Pretty much the same gameplay as 2006, but yeah, just with updated rosters and things like that. Again, I haven't even opened this because this wasn't what I bought it for. But yeah, this looks in absolutely brilliant condition, and the Straw of Humans advert on the back. But I bet this disc is absolutely perfect. No, you see, this disc is just as bad. I mean, this one, yeah, it's not going to play either, let's be honest. The guy's just basically flogged them, hasn't even tested them. You know what, I'm on eBay, I do sell a lot of stuff on eBay, obviously with the bundles. I test everything. I've never had bad feedback or anything. You watch, never get bad feedback, but never had bad feedback because I'm always sure that everything works that I list. And if it doesn't, I put it on there as defective. You're not going to lose anything. Just put it on there as defective. If it's not working or you're not sure, you can't test it, just put it in the description, because at least when someone goes for a refund, you can actually say, well, look, I tested it, or I didn't test it, it was sold as untested, or sold as seen, or whatever you want to word it as. Yeah, it really annoys me that, because I really want to crack on and play with this game, you know what I mean? And I can't, because I can't actually use half the features, but yeah, I've been able to actually do the wrestling on it, which is obviously one of the main things, but anyway. So, let's do Snes next, because then we've got Saturn and Megadrive, so we can do the Megadrive, Sega stuff together. I scored with another Snes bundle. I did touch on my last video that I'd actually gotten a really good Snes bundle. Well, that was a lie, because I'd won the auction and everything like that, but the guy was incredibly difficult to deal with. All he kept doing was he kept sending me messages saying, oh, I'm so sorry, I've got work commitments this week, I'm going to post it. I was like, mate, it's no problem, just keep me up to date what you can do. And it got to 2 weeks and he was constantly doing it. And I think what he was doing was, I looked on his page when I wanted to open a case, because I thought, look, 2 weeks, I need to hurry this guy along, because there was basically these games up here. I'll probably move this side actually. I'd actually managed to fully box 10 games out of this bundle here. Now I have 12 up here that need boxes, and I've gotten all legit boxes in this, and I was just going to sell the cartridges on. The bundle cost me about 500 plus, but I knew I was going to obviously get the money back, so I just took out my savings and I thought I was going to put it back, and you know, stuff like that. I ended up getting a full refund in the end, so it wasn't an issue. But so it would have been something obviously I bought, and then I would have put the money back over the next few months and stuff like that, which is how I do my collection. You know, this collection hasn't cost me a lot to amass, because it's just been sensible with it. Buying within your means. I haven't got the money to go out, and I just said 500 quid there on a Snes bundle, but that's money I've saved, and it's money I wouldn't be spending otherwise unless there was a big purchase coming up. So it's going to sit there and I'll just replenish it over the months. But yeah, taking that money out and sort of buying this collection, I knew I was going to sell off the rest and get pretty much all the money back, if not all of it. And then the games that I would have got, the 10 boxed games and a few extra bits and bobs I had floating around in the collection, it just would have been extras that would have been for next bundles to try and box and things like that. So, but yeah, the guy was really sort of, he just went non-responsive after a while, wouldn't reply to anything, which is really annoying, because you know, when you make a purchase like that, you want to get it sorted. And anyway, so I said I looked on his page, and he'd had some of the games that he'd listed, and I was like, mate, are you seriously? And he was like, no, they're not the same games. I was like, well, you can actually see on one of the pictures. Just take Donkey Kong. This wasn't one of the games. Take Donkey Kong. It was ripped around the back part here, and I thought, well, you can see that in your listing for the console, because it was like this, and you could just see the side, and it was ripped. Anyway, I went back to the guy and sent him some screenshots of the auction I'd won and said, mate, it's the same game. I said, look, it's got the same damage on the spine, everything. He never replied to me after that. So the guy was basically trying to hold my money, and he'd listed not all of them, 3 or 4 of the games separately, and was trying to sell those. And then he was obviously going to, I think basically he used the money I'd paid to buy other stuff, and he was hoping then to do a bit of a balancing act with sell a few things, refund me. He's got, yeah. You come across people like that on eBay, you've got to be really careful, but thankfully the buyer has so many rights on eBay, and you know, it was easy to get a refund. But yeah, so I got my money back on that, and he's since listed it, and it's still on eBay. But if you see a bundle, I won't put the eBay seller up because I'm not about that, but if you see a bundle with 12 boxed games and 20 loose games, and a console which is really yellowed, and about 6 controllers, don't touch it. Yeah. All I say is his username has a few numbers at the end, and it begins with an A and a B. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So, if you want to know, send me a message, and I thought I'll let you know. Yeah, so I've only got these ones. Man, that was 4 minutes explanation. But this was from another bundle, which went fine, by the way, so thank you very much for asking. So the first one is Sensible Soccer. Brilliant little game on the Megadrive. Used to play this a lot, so I'm really intrigued to play this on the Snes and give it a go. Another one I've got a rebox, so the total has now gone up to 13 games that need boxes, as you can see up here. The next one is a game I absolutely love to death on the Megadrive, and it's one I've done a review on a long time ago. I'm trying to find it now, so I love it. I try to keep all the games I love at the front. There it is, there. And it's the Chaos Engine. I should hold it up. It's the Chaos Engine for the Snes. Again, I'm really intrigued to see how this plays. Some great cover art on these Bitmap Brother games. Absolutely love this game. On the Megadrive, I'm really intrigued to play it on the Snes, because I think the Snes will handle this really well. A bit like Zombies, 8 More Neighbours, that handles really well on the Snes. So I'm really intrigued to give that a go. The next one, which came with a baggie, and that is another game series I absolutely love. Again, like I said, I only buy games that I'm interested in or want to give a go, and then give it a go and see how it plays, and that is Cannon Fodder. I love this game to death. One Christmas with my Nomad here, I pretty much played the Mega Drive version to, not completion, but I got really far on it, further than I've ever gotten before, and then it crashed. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. One Christmas, all the power went out and everything, but I've got one of these power packs for it, which I think I covered in the review video that I did about 8 years ago. It's a little power pack it's got on the back of it, and it works really well actually, but you can charge it intermittently. So I had about 3 hours gameplay on it, but I've got 2 of them, so I switched them out. But it's password, so I'm sort of babbling now. But anyway, so I'm going to pop this back at this baggie. Yeah, so I've got Cannon Fodder into the collection, really happy with that. Really happy because I love Cannon Fodder. Brilliant game. And the next one is a game series again that I'm a big fan of on the Mega Drive, and now I have it fully boxed into the Snes collection. And it was one of the games up here, which is now no longer in there because it's fully boxed, and that is Desert Strike, a really nice copy as well. Good edges, so I'm not worried about this being a fake or anything. It's been well loved. Brilliant game series, really happy. I've actually thrown this on and given it a go, and it handles pretty much the same as the Snes. A little bit, the Mega Drive, a little bit smoother maybe, but yeah, brilliant game series. I'm really happy to get that into the collection. So it's another fully boxed version. I say fully boxed, let's just show you, just so we can see. Manuals at the back here, which has seen slightly better days, but come to think of it, actually, I think I actually have a manual loose down there for, I'm not going to look now because that would be really unprofessional. I've already gone off screen once. Let's put this back in. I think I've actually got a better manual, so I'm going to switch that out maybe. But yeah, Desert Strike into the collection. Really happy with that. So another great title into the. One of them's probably broken. Anyway, so let's get to the Sega Mega Drive stuff. Obviously, the butt of my collection is Sega Mega Drive stuff. Yeah, let's get into that. There's a few games here, one of which I have kept and played and love, by the way, guys, so you've got to try and check this out. And that is NBA Jam Hang Time. You would have seen from my box upgrade for Mega Drive up here, which you can't actually see, so it's completely pointless even upgrading it. But it is up there and it's looking good. Spoiler alert, I think I'm just about to win another one, which is like brand new, but I won't cover that one on my channel. I might just I might just switch the box out. I might just throw it in one of these videos. It's certainly not going to get its own video again. But anyway, yeah, Hang Time, really decent game. I said it was a lot like NBA Jam. It's not. It's a completely different sort of style of game. And the only way I can describe it, it looks very similar to NBA Jam, but I found NBA Jam, unless you knew some of the special moves and things like that, the special dunks and to get past people, it was really difficult to get good at. I got quite good at this really early on because it is basketball. There's a few extra things in there. If you do, it will help you. Yeah, I found it a lot more enjoyable. I played on it for about sort of 45 minutes one morning, and it was really decent, and it's one I'm going to go back to and play for sure, and it's one I will do a gameplay on because someone had actually said, you know, in the pickup video, I think it was Trusteth, who's asked me to, sorry if I butchered your name there, buddy. But yeah, there is a gameplay coming for this. This is a really great conditioned game, really good condition, and it looks like it's barely been played, to be honest. Manual's obviously been read, it's a bit tatty, but yeah, one to seek out, guys. And it's a game that came in the bundle with the Megadrive, which I've since sold on my other one. It's Craig, Goodwin's Place, mate. I'm so sorry. I saw your message about the box thing. One of my friends was actually looking for one, so I've actually literally just done a trade with him, which I'll put in my next pickup video because I dropped it off to his house. He wasn't in. But he's going to sort me out for a few items down the line, so they'll be in future videos. He said he might sell it or he might keep it. I've got a feeling he's going to sell it on because it's not as good condition as the one he's got. So this poor box set's been passed around 5 different people, so I've got a feeling it'll be moved on, so maybe it'll turn up on eBay at some point, who knows. But anyway, so sorry, yeah, mate, if I'd seen that earlier I would have done a deal with you, mate, but yeah, unfortunately I'd already sort of promised it to someone, so I should have said that really. But if I do get another box, I will let you know and we'll work something out, mate. So anyway, yeah, this came with it, and the bundle, I think it's pretty much paid for it, but I decided to keep it. So yeah, great game, absolutely love this game. It's going to be going into collection and be kept for sure. So I should have put it on the background actually, so you guys could have seen in this video. But the next one was a whole bundle that I bought for 2 games. In fact, there was 3 games in it, and the bundle was it was unbelievable. It went on eBay and it was 40 quid for a Megadrive 2, 2 controllers, 5 games, 3 of which I kept, and obviously, you know, I sold the console off for the other 2 and made the money back. These have cost me nothing, and they're all, well, I couldn't buy them for 40 quid, let's put it that way. So let's start off with probably the least popular, and that's Krusty's Super Fun House. A game that I've tried to get into several times when I've owned it, but never successfully been able to. And yeah, I'm going to give it a go and we'll see what we can do. Really intrigued to try and get into this game. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Krusty's Super Fun House, effectively it's a platformer, but it's a very early Mega Drive platformer. Been covered a lot on YouTube videos, so if someone would have done this, I'm nowhere near good at this, and good enough at this game to share it with you on my channel. 1992, so it's not too early, yeah. That's funny, I've just noticed actually on the back it says Flying Edge. They're based in Winchester, Hampshire, which is about sort of 25 minutes away from me. It'd be funny to actually Google Street Map that and see if they're still there. So, the next one is a game that's quite difficult to get hold of, but at a good price, and it's essentially the same as FIFA 97. And that is FIFA 98 with good old David Beckham on the front. But this one is in brilliant condition, and it's also got the cool France 98 hologram sticker there, which is always nice to have. Fully boxed, in amazing condition, never been played. It's a FIFA game on the 16-bit systems. Everyone had moved on to PlayStation by then. But it's nice because I've now got all of the FIFAs on the Mega Drive, which is why I wanted to get back. And it looks cool as well. I think it's probably one of the cooler cover arts as they transition to the 32-bit machines. Yeah, so really happy to get this into the collection. Yeah, essentially for free. But the one I got the whole bundle for, and the manual was a bit tatty as I now look at it for the first time. Should have done that really earlier. But that is Alien 3. Absolutely beast of a game. I love this game so much, and I was just moaning about an early game, not, you know, this is 1992. And again, it's by Flying Edge. So I can go see these guys in Winchester. They're not going to be there, let's be honest. But yeah, such a nostalgic cover art that scared the you-know-what out of me when I was a kid. And I'll say it now, at the time when this came out, I was probably about, how old would I have been? Would have been about, so, God, maths this time in the morning. So I probably would have been about 12, something like that. When I actually played this game, probably would have been about 15 actually, sorry. Not 12, God, it's far too early. And then, yeah, I was actually really scared of having this cover art in the room for some reason. I don't know why, but it was for the video cassette. So, yeah, I was really sort of, I hated it, really uneasy about having this in the room. I don't know why, it just really shook me up. It's just, I don't know, it's really, it just looks alien. Okay guys, a little bit of a jump cut there because I forgot about something I picked up. It was right at the back of the Kallax unit and I just caught sight of it. I totally forgot I picked this up. And I'm really happy because I remember it was the day after I filmed my last pickup video, so it just missed the last pickup video. I picked this up, I kid you not, for 10 quid. And it came with 4 other games. It was listed on Marketplace in Portsmouth. I had a survey there, so I just went and picked it up, and it had a few games. I think one of them was Olympic Challenge, one of them was Lemmings, and what's the other one? Oh, FIFA 95. FIFA 95. They were cartridges only, but they were on their side, and it's so weird because I noticed, I just said Megadrive cartridges out of the loft, and this was the second one down. So say if I just get a, so this isn't what it came with, but it was like this. Any ideas what that game is at the bottom there? So I recognise this game because I'd actually played on one of my mates a couple of weeks before. Well, I played on one of my mates, actually saw it sort of in a video that he'd done, and we did a live chat to each other and he had it on the background. Any ideas what that game is? Splatterhouse. Absolutely brilliant game for 10 quid. And it was stacked with 4 other games, like I said, but they were all just like thrown on a table and it looked like that. So I don't think anyone else has really noticed it, or there's just not many Mega Drive collectors around the South Coast anymore. Yeah, I managed to get this into the collection for 10 quid, but it's cost me nothing because I've actually sold the other games. They just went for Mega Drive. And man, this game, let's be honest, it's awful to play it now, but I have so many memories of this game, and it's such nostalgic cover art as well. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. So much going on there. But yeah, really great sort of platformer. Great. I've just said it's awful. It plays very much, for me, it feels a lot like Ultra Beast when you play it, but I've got a lot of memories of playing this game, so for free I wasn't going to leave it there. And yeah, it's a Splatterhouse. Is this Splatterhouse 2? I think it's Splatterhouse 2. Yeah, it's Splatterhouse 2, of course it is, sorry. Was there a Splatterhouse 1? I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen one. This might be Splatterhouse 1. Let's see what the comments say. I almost forgot about that, so I'm really happy I managed to get that. So I really want to play this, but I've got to do work after this. So guys, the big pickup on the Saturn. Rob and I had a game night, and we were predominantly going to play on this, which is Virtual Cop. And I alluded to probably about 2 pickup videos ago when I got that there was a box set that I was after, and yeah, needless to say, I paid cold hard cash for it, guys. This is how much I wanted it. There it is. Finally got it. And that is the Evil Dead. Evil Dead, I've got the thing wrong there. The House of the Dead. Anyway, I love the game that much. I got the game title wrong. What can you say about this game? Well, it was great playing it again. I'll be honest, it played better in the arcades. It looked better in the arcades, put it that way. But rose-tinted spectacles and all that stuff, you know, it was great to play it with one of your best mates at home. It was so much fun. We had a great night that night. I don't think we've laughed that much in years. It's been the first time I've seen Rob properly for probably about nearly 2 years, let's be honest. Yeah, it was great fun. And that's what gaming is all about, guys. It's about that social aspect, and never are things more in focus now than since all the COVID stuff that we've been through, all the lockdowns and stuff. To be actually able to see Rob and actually have a great laugh, and we laughed so much that night. It was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, we came round. He came round. We played with the Bush TV. Finally got to you know, it came that day, so I picked it up that day, and this came the day before. It's cost me about £100 on eBay, which is pretty good. The seller did me a deal. I'd sold off a few things, games that I didn't want and stuff, so I just sold them off, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to treat myself. And yeah, all the boxes are pretty much generic on the Saturn. They just have this sticker. That is essentially just a sticker on there, and so is that as well. It's the same thing. They just box it with a game. And how it comes, this is fully boxed. The gun is out, the game is out, the disc is actually still in here, but the game is out because it's in the Saturn. But it comes like this, and it comes with a little cardboard cut out at the top. Take that off as well. You get the game, which isn't in there because it's in the machine. It's not in there, but it's just a normal CD tray with a nice pre-formed cardboard thing, and obviously the gun, which is actually put on the Saturn already. So yeah, could not be happier with that, guys. Absolutely brilliant game. Love playing it. It wasn't the same as playing it in the arcades, but let's be honest, it wouldn't be. You're in that immersive atmosphere. You've got a bigger screen. The gun had sort of recoil, I seem to remember, in the arcade, so it would actually click when you... It's just an immersive experience. But to be able to play it with one of your mates at home, you know, let's be honest, back in the sort of 90s and early 2000s, to be able to play these games at home was still pretty revolutionary. And obviously now we get things like the Wii and stuff like that. You know, that you can just, the Wii, God, listen, how old is that now? But like, you know, you've got motion controllers, you've got absolutely everything, you know, to be able to do this. But back in the early 2000s, this game was just absolutely brilliant, mind-blowing game, I'm gonna say. Brilliant title. So The Evil Dead. I did that deliberately. House of the Dead for the Sega Saturn. So really happy to get that in. Not too sure how I'm gonna display these because they're such awkward box sizes. I'm going to have to reorganise that now, and the only game stuff is actually on the front, so I'm going to have to come up with something, aren't I? But anyway, you'll find out in the next video. Yeah, so House of the Evil Dead into the collection. Really happy. Got another games night with Rob coming up very soon, so we're probably going to shoot another video together, or play. Get some practice in on the game video that we're going to be doing next year. Sounds stupid to be talking about a game series that we're doing next year, but it's going to be a really fun video, so I'm really looking forward to doing that, making that, and ultimately playing it. But yes, guys, if you watched it to the end, please, well, even if you haven't watched it to the end, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. I've really had a good month this month. It's been really good, really stressful at work. It's just been really busy. Been working crazy hours, like sometimes getting up at 6, working till 5, bedtime routine, having some tea, having something to eat, seeing my wife for half an hour, and then coming back out to work till 12, half 12. It's been mental, but yeah. So to actually find a bit of time to play some games with Rob was actually really nice. You know, to have a bit of a, because obviously this just becomes the office. It sounds stupid, but work's can be quite stressful, and I think sometimes you need to find that balance. Because whenever I do meetings, I do my meetings so the camera's facing this way, so you can't see all this. I've got like I've got a picture up on the wall and stuff up there. It's a lot more tame that side, shall we say. And the plotter, the 3D plotter, a big A1 plotter's behind me, so it looks more professional. But then on YouTube, they get this view. So I've got to remember that it's a bit of a balance in here. So you know, I've got to remember not to get so sort of manic about work and things like that. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, and it's getting hot in here again. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Until I see you all again, please feel free to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.